winter session of Parliament witnessed a fierce showdown between NDA and the India bloc over a multitude of issues, including the Constitution, the legacy of its chief architect B.R. Ambedkar. Parliamentarians from both sides pulled no punches, quite literally in fact, as unprecedented scenes were witnessed on the Parliament premises earlier this week. Two BJP MPs were left injured after a series of protests from both sides. The BJP accused the Congress and its leader Rahul Gandhi of violent behavior, while the Congress accused the BJP leaders of manhandling Congress MPs. A female Nagaland MP also accused Rahul Gandhi of coming in close proximity and shouting aggressively at her. But the Congress party has denied all charges. Now, all of this comes in the back of the larger debate of who really is saving the Constitution and who upheld the legacy of B.R. Ambedkar and who disregarded and insulted the father of the Constitution. Here's what happened earlier this week, and then we put this for debate.
आपको सर्व नहीं आती है क्या राहुल क्या सर्व नहीं आती है क्या सर्व नहीं आती है गुंडागर्दी करते हो बूढ़े को गिरा दिया जाता है इतना कौन सा इतना कौन सा ये बात पूछते हो गुंडागर्दी करते हो
गांधी एक एमपी को धक्का लगा मेरे ऊपर गिर पड़ा और राहुल गांधी ने आकर के एक एमपी को धक्का लगाया वो मेरे ऊपर गिर पड़ा और
प्रणाम सर मुकेश राज सर ठीक है अभी छटपट सा आ रहा है घबराहट सी हो रही है।
बीजेपी के एमपी जो थे वो मुझे ऐसे रोकने की कोशिश कर रहे थे, धकेल रहे थे और मुझे धमका रहे थे।
अब सिर्फ अमित शाह जी की खाल बचाने के लिए ये अब इन्होंने साजिश शुरू की है कि भैया ने किसी को धक्का मारा ये वो।
ये संसद कोई कुश्ती का अखाड़ा नहीं है। मेरे को खुद वो लोग धक्का दिए, मैं अपना बैलेंस नहीं संभाल सका, मैं नीचे बैठ गया।
उन्होंने ऐसा व्यवहार किया, कोई कल्पना कर सकता है? धक्का मुक्की, गुंडागर्दी।
Let's take this across to our guest now. Joining us with us is Pradeep Bhandari, national spokesperson of BJP. Karan Verma, author, is with us here in the studio. We also have Akhilesh Katia, national spokesperson of Samajwadi Party. Dr. Nishant Anand is the national spokesperson of Aam Aadmi Party. We have Renu Mittal, a senior journalist, joining us here in the studio, as well as Ashutosh Mishra. Let's quickly take a look at what are the charges that are, being looked at as far as Rahul Gandhi is concerned and what really transpired in Parliament. In fact, one of the sections imposed is 115 of BNS. The charge is of voluntarily causing hurt. The next section that we're looking at is 117 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, and this is the charge of voluntarily causing grievous hurt as well. Move on to the next one. It's 125 of the BNS, endangering human life or the personal safety of others. Moving on to the next section is 131, punishment for assault or criminal force that we're looking at. And in fact, this is in fact the charge that Rahul Gandhi faces, apart from 351 of the BNS, which is criminal intimidation. Now let's go on to the next set of graphics that we're looking at in terms of what Rahul's defense is as to what transpired in Parliament. He was physically manhandled is the allegation of what Congress MPs have written in this letter to Om Birla that was put out yesterday. And the second claim that, if we can quickly bring that up on screen as well, LOP Rahul Gandhi was manhandled by 3 BJP MPs is the charge. And this is what Rahul Gandhi also says in one of those videos that you saw earlier. Blatant assault on the personal dignity of Rahul Gandhi is also what is being claimed by the Congress members of Parliament. Let's quickly take this across. In fact, Pradeep Bhandari, earlier when your party leaders had complained, in fact, they had complained to the police, there was also, of course, an attempt to murder charge which the police has not accepted. And they are saying that it's not Rahul who was the aggressor, but other members of party of the BJP who actually assaulted him is their claim. How do you respond?
Well, Madhav, the essence of the entire argument is that Mr. Rahul Gandhi went to Pratap Sarangi A 70-year-old OBC man who comes from Odisha. Now the basic human instinct is when you see a man bleeding who is elderly, you will at least ask, ki kya hua, let me take you to the hospital. But Rahul Gandhi, a man with vengeance, man with anger, moves away, does not even considers 1% of humanity to look at it. Now if that was not enough, Rahul Gandhi, as per our member of parliament from Nagaland, physically tries to intimidate her. So the reality is that Mr. Gandhi thought that the parliament is his personal jagir, only he can protest. We've seen visuals where there was enough space for Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Vadra and others to protest. Rahul Gandhi came towards our side on Makardar to protest. The entire point is Mr. Gandhi cannot digest the fact that an OBC man, a 70-year OBC man, he has to apologize. He feels he will look down and it is something secondary to do that. We are not doing any charge. We were honest, we've done the complaint, and right now my basic thing is that if Mr. Gandhi believes that he's honest, if Mr. Gandhi believes that he did not push, in fact in the video bite he said that he's pushed it, what is the basic human instinct? You'll say, ki, theek hai, galti ho gayi, let me take you to hospital. Why has he not done it? Because he is full of anger, and I charge that he's not fit to be an LOP. LOP does not behave like a goon.
Sorry, Ashutosh Mishra. Let me bring in Ashutosh Mishra on that. Ashutosh Mishra, that if there was a mistake, suppose in the ruckus Rahul Gandhi had accidentally pushed someone, let's assume as he says, that if that had happened, why didn't he A, apologize, and that B, was it below his dignity to actually apologize to somebody who's a elderly citizen and an OBC MP is the question that he's asking.
So this question itself is an act to divert of what was actually happening there. What was happening was that BJP's ideology is to use physical violence. They believe that power flows from physical attacks on your opponents, whether it be bulldozers on people whom Modi recognizes by attire, or an effort to try to bulldoze opposition because it speaks against a friend of Modi inside and outside parliaments. That's the truth. The whole idea is to divert attention. And their hatred for Rahul Gandhi is well known. Last time they tried to get him evicted from Lok Sabha through the courts, which they failed. And now asking question whether he is fit to be LOP. He has been elected here by the people of India. His popularity during the Bharat Jodo Yatra has scared BJP. And the very fact, even if you look at the Maharashtra election, what happened there? In Nanded, Congress MP has won. So people, if you are from Mahayuti, you will say it's the supporters of BJP. If you are from Aghadi, you will say the EVM manipulators. They don't want Modi at center. Modi today at center is afraid that Rahul Gandhi poses a challenge to him.
But he's still winning elections, sir. He has won about, the BJP has still won a few elections. But anyway, be that as it may, my question to you, in fact, let me bring in Renu Mittal. Now, Renu Mittal, is the entire issue about the fact that someone else got there first? Because that seems to be the issue. BJP says we protested there early in the morning, we were there. Congress then comes and Mr. Rahul Gandhi wants to protest at the very same spot. And that's what led to this, huge clash between MPs or, led to fisticuffs or whatever one chooses to call this.
I think that most of us are really jumping the gun. Why don't we wait till the CCTV cameras tell us exactly what happened? Why don't we wait for an inquiry to be conducted so that we know exactly who is at fault and who isn't? And anybody who is at fault should be put on the mat and action should be taken against them, this side, that side, whatever. So it's just hearsay. We have these BJP spokesmen in all the channels like they were there. And they have got an authentic first-hand account. So-and-so MP said, so-and-so MP said, and the MPs belong to the BJP or they belong to the Congress. I mean, who do we believe? The fact is that there is an attempt to target Rahul Gandhi. It has been happening since he took up the issue of an industrialist, and there has been no debate on the issue of what are the close relations he has with Mr. Modi, etc., etc. Everybody knows about that. We don't have to go into it. But what we do need to do is that there is a systematic, attempt to murder. Is it laughable or is it not laughable? I mean, the kind of things that they're coming out with, and I think that there is a very serious attempt to target Rahul Gandhi, maybe to once again disqualify him from the Lok Sabha. That's what will bring peace, because he is always standing up and shouting and asking questions about Mr. Adani and Mr. Modi. Whether it's right or wrong, we are not going into that. Okay. What we are going into is the fact that this government is targeting him, and that the fracas that took place yesterday. And you see, what has happened is that, there is a lot of bitterness now between the Congress and the BJP. And I don't think, and this will continue in this current Lok Sabha. we'll find more and more of this coming up, because there will be violence, there will be people standing up and targeting each other. And I think that now it's gone beyond the point where relations can really be repaired.
Okay.
Because there is
but
a
the
lot
big question is, was it ever, in that friendly zone or not?
We don't know. We don't know.
Yeah.
Because you see, some of us who are there will say one thing, somebody who is not there, who is a spokesman for a party and who is going on hearsay will say something else. Let's wait. What about the 58,000 rupees that was found on Abhishek Singhvi's chair? There's been no inquiry in that. You see, we don't get these inquiries. These are things, only TV channels are being used to propagate a particular viewpoint.
Okay, let me bring in
So
Pradeep
this is
Bhandari
not
on that
fair,
note.
I think, on anybody.
Pradeep Bhandari, why not wait for the inquiry? Why are we jumping the gun? Because here is Mr. Rahul Gandhi, who is fighting on various causes, says Renu Mittal, and there is a deliberate attempt at targeting him. Please respond to her.
Well, first of all, I'm asking a simple question. The inquiry has been there. The chair has already said that the inquiry on the cash thing will be going on. So it's not that the inquiry is not ordered. Point number two, the basic human instinct I'm asking, if you have a 70-year-old elderly man from the opposition, who you are seeing is blooded, who you are seeing is bleeding, will you not, as a human being and as a credible LOP, this country has seen Sushma Swaraj ji as LOP, this country has seen Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji as LOP. Mr. Rahul Gandhi is starting to act as with complete vengeance, like a complete gunda. Please tell me that if in this studio, if you see an individual who's bleeding and elderly, is it not a basic human instinct from other people in the panel to go and take him to the hospital? Why did he not do it? Because it was pre-planned. He had to send a message that how dare you oppose me? It is my territory, and I'll tell you the issue. Because today Rahul Gandhi is completely exposed. Nehru Gandhi family is exposed on Baba Sahib Bhimrao Ambedkar's issue, because it is the Nehru Gandhi family who historically hated Baba Sahib Ambedkar.
I'm going to come to Ambedkar, but let me bring in Akhilesh ji on that.
Why did he not take him to the hospital? Why did he not ask him?
Yeah, okay, Akhilesh Khatyar.
There to take him to the hospital. What are the BJP guys doing?
Akhilesh Khatyar.
Let's talk.
जब आप ये कह रहे हैं कि राहुल गांधी उनको अस्पताल क्यों नहीं लेके गए, बेसिक एक ह्यूमन टेंडेंसी है, डिसेंसी है, कोई अगर वृद्ध आदमी है जो
अकेला ही नहीं बोला, ओबीसी मैन लेके क्यों नहीं गए, सॉरी क्यों नहीं बोला, ये उस परिवार से माधव जी संबंध रखते हैं जिनका ये भरोसा है कि एक झूठ को 1000 बार बोलो तो सच लगने लगता है। एक बात। दूसरी बात ये है, ओबीसी मैन, मुकेश राजपूत ओबीसी, वो ट्राइबल सांसद सब बता रहे हैं साथ में, जाति भी धर्म भी सब जुड़ जाए। एक्चुअल क्या मामला है, बहस आज इसकी नहीं है, उस पर तो पूरे देश ने देखा क्या हुआ क्या नहीं हुआ, और हम आपसे ज्यादा जनता जानती है कि संसद में क्या हुआ। बहस उसके पीछे की है, जो अमित शाह जी ने कहा, अरे अंबेडकर का नाम लेना तो एक फैशन हो गया है, अंबेडकर अंबेडकर अंबेडकर, इतनी बार अगर भगवान का नाम लेते तो स्वर्ग चले जाते। माधव जी, इस देश की जनता, आप भगवान, इस देश का जो 80% 90% दलित पिछड़ा है, उसका भगवान कौन है? उसका भगवान तो संविधान है। और इस संविधान को बदलने की मानसिकता रखने वाले लोगों के बीच में अगर कोई है तो डॉक्टर अंबेडकर हैं, क्योंकि हिंदुत्व की विचारधारा के खिलाफ थे। जय भीम बोलेंगे, लेकिन डॉक्टर अंबेडकर के विचारों को ये कोट नहीं करे।
Okay, I'm going to come to Dr. Ambedkar's thoughts in just a minute. I just want to quickly go through the charges that we've seen, in fact, flying thick and fast. And this is what the Member of Parliament from Nagaland has alleged. This is Phangnon Konyak, and she has spoken in the House. She has said that Rahul has misbehaved with me in a loud voice. She says the physical proximity to me was so close that I felt extremely uncomfortable. This is the charge that has been made by her. She also goes on to say that the LOP and other MPs came in front of me suddenly, despite a passage that was created for them. My dignity and self-esteem has been deeply hurt. How would you respond to this? All right, let's listen to what, in fact, she said right after she spoke inside the House. Let's listen in.
Today, while protesting, it was a peaceful protest. I was standing outside just below the staircase of Makar door. Something happened to me which I really feel disheartened. Leader of opposition of the Lok Sabha, Shri Rahul Gandhi ji, came in very close proximity of me, and I really feel uncomfortable, and he started shouting at me, which I felt very unbecoming of a leader of opposition.
फिर से इन्होंने एक नया डिस्ट्रैक्शन शुरू किया है। हम अंबेडकर जी के स्टैचू से सारे एमपी शांति से पार्लियामेंट हाउस जा रहे थे। पार्लियामेंट हाउस के सीढ़ियों पे बीजेपी के एमपी लकड़ियां लिए हमारे सामने खड़े होते हैं, हमें अंदर नहीं जाने देते हैं, और उसके बाद अब ये थोड़ा सा अपना फिर से डिस्ट्रैक्शन करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं।
Dr. Nishant Azad, this is a distraction, says Rahul Gandhi, but the Member of Parliament has a very different version as to what happened inside the House.
Good afternoon to everybody. So first of all, I'll start by saying it's another trick by BJP to safeguard the Honorable Amit Shah ji. The issue today is that Amit Shah ji giving a statement like this in a parliament. Now there are a lot of crores of people who worship Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. He is the father of Constitution. Because of him, we all have the right to vote. We all have the right to wear clothes in the shoes. Now Amit Shah ji clearly stated that अगर इतना नाम आपने भगवान का लिया होता तो स्वर्ग प्राप्त हो जाता. There are a lot of people who have been worshipping B.R. Ambedkar. Aam Aadmi Party in Arvind Kejriwal, we all follow the footpath of B.R. Ambedkar. We have Bhagat Singh and B.R. Ambedkar in all Delhi offices, unlike BJP where they have only Pradhan Mantri Modi.
I actually have that as a debating point. I'm not taking away from the seriousness of the point you're making. But just answer the question of this Member of Parliament. She's a woman Member of Parliament and she is saying that there was too much of physical proximity. Can her charges, can it be completely brushed aside? Should it not be taken at face value? Because, you know, it is a sensitive matter. As
I said, it is another trick by BJP so that they don't have to answer the crime Amit Shah ji has done. I'll say one last thing.
Yeah.
Every time when all the opposition, everybody is asking कि इन्होंने अदानी की दलाली करते हैं, उसका जवाब ना देने की वजह, they are creating this issue. Whenever there is an issue, they come up with a trick.
It's a trick or a diversion. Karan, I want you to respond to him. He says it's a trick, it's a diversion. What Amit Shah said in the House, what the allegations against Mr. Adani, it's all an attempt to divert. That's all it is. Your response.
Madhav, Amit Shah ji has unveiled a chapter which everybody needs to know and which was documented but never discussed as threadbare as it's being discussed. Savita Ambedkar ji, Ambedkar ji's wife, in her book, Baba Sahab, My Life with Dr. Ambedkar, mentions clearly how Nehru and Dange inflicted so much humiliation to him, rigging his first election, that it eventually led to his demise in 1956. This has never been talked about, and it must be. Gail Umvect in Dr. Ambedkar Towards an Enlightened India says Dr. Ambedkar was the first person whose election was rigged. He in fact filed a petition, and it was Jayaprakash Narayan who said he has been cheated by Nehru. Nehru in his letter to Edwina on 16th January 1952 admits that yes, today we have won big in Mumbai and Ambedkar has lost. He has been hobnobbing with Hindu communalists. Today we are getting to know this version of history which we ought to know.